Welcome to the Game Hanger, where we talk about video games and nothing but video games. We are your hosts, Brie and Michael, and today we have some very, very special guests, plural. Today we have Angelo's other half, Cindy, and her bestie, Keely. Welcome. How are you guys?
Doing good. How are you?
So excited to be here.
Good. So today we have 4 games. As we know, we did not have 4 games last week. We were supposed to, but you had something to do that day. So today I'm talking about Hitman. You're talking about Baldur's Gate 3.
Mm-hmm.
Keely's talking about Hogwarts Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
And Cindy's talking about Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Oh yeah.
All right. So Angelo and I talked about this last week. What do you guys think about the whole Nintendo and their licenses and with the video games and the console itself? About the Switch 2. Whenever Angelo got his Switch 2, I told him that Nintendo, instead of letting you own the console itself, you basically own a license to operate it, instead of actually owning the Switch. And if you do something that they don't like, they will break your Switch and basically kill it and render it useless, making you waste $900.
I had no idea that was a thing.
It is.
Oh my gosh. I'm pretty new to the Nintendo world.
Okay.
Whenever he got the Switch 2, I inherited his original Switch. And so I really only play 2 games on it.
What do you play on it?
Disney Dreamlight Valley is one of them. I play Catan, Settlers of Catan on there. And then we play games together like Mario Party, Mario Kart, those things. So
Do you guys get competitive over Mario Kart?
yeah, especially because a couple months ago I hated Mario Kart. My thumb always got really cramped.
Yeah,
you would
get
good
that
at it.
little indent on your thumbs. Yeah, I got that all the time.
And I didn't know how to drift, so I just wasn't good. So I hated playing. Keely can attest, because there's been times where we're all together.
Yeah.
And they're all like, let's keep playing Mario Kart. And I'm like, no. But in anticipation for the Switch 2, we had a marathon of Mario Kart 8, where we played every single Grand Prix. And I kind of finally learned how to do it right.
Yeah.
And so the day that I finally beat him, I was like, oh my God, we're in. And then in Mario Kart World, I'm not going to say that I'm better than him for sure, because he's very good at it, but I have better luck beating him in Mario Kart World.
You could say that you're better than him, honestly.
No, because I think he'd never let me stop playing and rub it in my face that he wins.
Do you play any Nintendo games, Keely?
I do. I just have the original Switch. I got it, when was that? Last year?
During the summer.
During the summer.
Wait, you got the first gen Switch?
Yeah. I was
Damn, girl.
I didn't want a the new one or anything like that. I was thinking about it. I had a lot of conversations with Angela and Cindy about it. But I play Disney Dreamlight Valley on there, and Mario Party and Kart, and what's the other one? What's the one Matt and I are playing? It Takes Two.
Yeah.
That one.
It Takes Two?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that should be a game we should talk about, even though I don't have it.
Yeah. It's crazy. I'm at a part where everyone is like, you're gonna cry, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna cry about.
Aww.
So we'll see what that is. But yeah, I like playing on there. I got my little setup that I can do some handheld stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as your conversation earlier about the Nintendo 2, I've heard a lot of things about just streaming services like that on gaming platforms.
Well, they're doing it with the console itself and the games. Angelo knows about the games. He did not know about the console until I told him last week. And he's spending $800 for a Switch 2 that he can't mod or do whatever he wants with it, or they are basically going to kill it. And there's also been things about saying that their Joy-Cons keep on breaking. It's a whole thing. But more importantly with the games, so what they did is you would pay for a physical copy of the game. You would pay $10 extra for a plastic key card that you would put into the Switch, and then it would take you to an online server just to download that game. You're not owning the game. You have a key. It's like Kingdom Hearts big old Sword Key, whatever the fuck it's called. I've watched a little bit of Kingdom Hearts. I've not played Kingdom Hearts. I played Zelda.
I like Zelda. Zelda's good.
I love Zelda. I think there's an episode where we talked about Zelda for a little bit.
Oh, fun.
But no, it's just a physical little key that takes you to an online server. Like you're paying $10 extra for that whenever you could literally just get the game online. But it's doing the same thing, just taking you to an online server. You're just paying $10 for a piece of plastic.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I mean, I just thought if you guys knew, would you guys be pissed off or yeah?
Well, I think about. I love my traditional games. Like I grew up playing PlayStation 2, like that was like my thing.
Ooh.
And I played a lot of Crash Bandicoot. I played Spyro. Like those were my games.
Okay.
And if I ever think of a day where I could never access those games again, that would kill me. I was like, those are so nostalgic to me. And I think with gaming systems and downloading games, they can take them away at any point and then you may never get them back. Mm-hmm. And I think that can be really difficult, just because of nostalgia for me. I don't know about you, Cindy.
Yeah, I didn't really grow up playing many video games at all. Shrek 2 on Xbox 360 was my big one. My sister's a big gamer though, so she and my dad we had every console in the household and they were all on top of it.
So funny.
Hero Time, I loved it. It was like the one game that my sister got me to play with her.
There was a DS game it was like a racing game of Shrek. I rocked that shit. It was so funny. But it had like Shrek songs, it had Shrek characters. I think it was like that Prince Charming guy who, like, instead of a car, it was a horse. I think Donkey was riding the dragon. It's so weird. It was so funny.
Yeah, but to your original question with that game, my sister and I, whenever she comes into town, we go to the Exchange, because we don't have any of those where we're from, where she lives in New York, and we try and find Shrek 2 on Xbox 360, just because we don't know what happened to the game, and she was able to figure out with one of her friends, like, downloading it onto something, so she could play it now, but yeah, like, I wish I had that physical version with me now, so when I think about, like, the games I'm playing now, in 10, 15 years, what's going to happen to them? I would love to have a physical copy. But.
Yeah, so just fair warning, keep your original games. Because I have a PS4 in my basement, and I still have the games for it. I just upgraded to a PS5 like a couple years ago, and I still play like the hard, like, physical copies of like PS4 games. One of my favorite games is Red Dead 2. You guys have heard of that?
Oh my gosh, I play Red Dead just to play
Red Dead 2.
Yeah, with Matt. What do I do? Poker.
Ooh, okay.
That's the only reason why I play that game.
Okay. I never gambled in that game.
Oh, it's so fun.
But I also am a cosplayer, and I want to cosplay as Arthur Morgan from Red Dead 2.
That's
so
fun.
Badly.
That's fun.
So, how similar is Disney Dreamlight Valley to Stardew Valley, Graveyard Keeper, and Coral Island?
So, it's pretty similar from my experiences with Stardew and with Coral Island. You show up and there's this valley that you're helping kind of bring back to life, and you do that by unlocking different areas, and you're slowly unlocking different characters. You get to farm to make money. There's different tasks that you do, different challenges, quests that you go on to earn different points and to level up your characters. And so I'd say it's really similar in that regard. One big difference I noticed is that the emphasis really isn't on like farming. Like, you farm pumpkins is really the big thing to get you money, but there's no infrastructure like Coral Island has, where you build like automated machinery that helps you farm faster. Once you get into some of the expansion packs, there are like machines that you can.
Expansion packs?
Oh, there's three and a half.
Holy shit!
Yeah. So it's a little different in that sense, but the biggest difference is going to be that it's all Disney characters that you're interacting with. You get to go into some of their worlds. Yeah. So you're like in the Beast's castle in Beauty and the Beast. You're in Remy's kitchen in Ratatouille.
That's really cute, actually.
Yeah, so it's really fun because you're immersing yourself in different worlds. Like
Yeah.
you become a little toy in like Andy's room in Toy Story.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. You can like be friends with the characters, so they like when you're hanging out with them, they're helping you with the different tasks.
Okay.
So like when you garden, if I'm friends with Mickey and he's my gardening buddy, he'll like give me 4 extra pumpkins for every 1 pumpkin that I pick up.
Oh wow.
And other than that, I spend my time doing quests with all of the friends to level them up. I do a lot of decorating. That's probably my favorite thing to do in the valley.
That's crazy.
And then there's this thing that they do called star paths, which are limited time events that happen every so often. You do have to pay like real money to play them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of money.
But what you essentially do is you're doing simple tasks. It's like go and fish 10 salmon.
Okay.
And then you get like points accrued, and those points help you get exclusive furniture, clothing items.
Okay. That literally is giving like the Fortnite Battle Pass. Not gonna lie.
Any battle pass.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so they're form of currency. They're called moonstones. And so you get some free moonstones from doing a couple of different things.
Okay.
You can do these weekly like challenges that you can get up to. The most I've gotten is like 4,300 moonstones. But you can spend real money on them. And then there's like a premium shop that every week is like all new items that Keely and I have been very frequent flyers in.
Very much.
Okay. All right. That was so okay. So all the 3 games that we talked about last week all have this gimmick. When you save, do you have to go to bed?
No. There's no sleeping. Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Lucky little. All right. I hate that little gimmick where they have to go to bed just to save the game. But man, that's nice. Yeah, I mean, you basically gave me the rundown of that game. That sounds cute. I think I have seen clips of it online. Do you get to customize your character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and whenever you want, you could change their hairstyle.
Oh, whenever you want, you really get to. Oh wow. Yeah. Okay.
I put on a different outfit every time I do something different. So if I'm hanging out with whatever character, I'll put on like clothes from that themed movie.
Oh, that's so cute.
You can have wings, and the wings help you fly. So like you actually can fly and glide around. Yeah, and throughout the different challenges, you're accruing different hairstyles, and you can buy like I spent moonstones, which is real money, on like Tangled's Rapunzel's dress, so my character can wear like her actual dress.
Okay. Because I do think I saw something. It was like some player like having a funny moment. Is it more 3D and more like a third person camera where you're like the camera's behind your character?
Yeah. It's definitely
okay.
looking from up above. And one thing that I actually don't like about Stardew is how it's like very pixelated and that throwback feel. This is very, very clear.
Yeah, it looks clear in 3D, and I think Coral Island has somewhat the same graphics. Stardew Valley and Graveyard Keeper are not the same. Graveyard Keeper is 2D pixelated. It looks like an 8-bit game, but it runs really smooth on like a MacBook. Same as Stardew Valley. What else was I about to say about Graveyard Keeper? It's not horrible. I mean, you started playing it. You sent me a picture.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
It's okay so far. A little slow.
Yeah. It gets slow. But I also get so fucking frustrated at it. Like I mean, we talked about that last week. It was like I literally looked at you guys and I'm like, I'm gonna throw my computer across the fucking room. It's so funny. All right. So I've seen I've seen maybe a couple clips of Hogwarts Legacy. What the hell do you do?
So first things first about Hogwarts Legacy is it's not during the time of Harry Potter, like whenever Harry's at Hogwarts. So it's many, many, many years before.
So you don't see Harry at all?
No.
Do you see the younger version of what the hell is his name?
Dumbledore?
No, he's well, yes, but also the guy that has like that Karen Bob.
Snape?
Yes.
This is like I want to say generations before.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very close to like the origination of Hogwarts.
Okay.
And you go through the entire, like, there's the free play aspect of it, so you can go through the entire school, and you have to pick your own house. Like you could either go through the Sorting Hat or decide yourself like which option you want.
There's also a feature where if you took like the test online, you can like link that to the game as well. So like whatever you got from the test, you get placed in that house in the game.
And that's what I did.
And you get your wands and like robes and all that in the game as well
Yeah.
from that online test.
Your what is it called? Your
Patronus.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get your Patronus, everything like that.
That's crazy.
It's
Do you
a
play
beautiful
Hogwarts
game.
Legacy too?
Keely's shown it to me. We have the game. I've not really gotten into it, but I am a big Harry Potter fan, so.
Okay. Yeah. I meant to say, like, ask me questions about the games that we talk about. Like, don't be afraid to hop in and interrupt me and literally like look at me and go like, "You're a bitch."
Okay.
Just, yeah.
Sounds
Literally.
good. You're a bitch.
There you go.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Have you played Hogwarts Legacy?
I have not.
No. Are you interested in it?
Probably not. I'm not really big into Hogwarts. No offense. The wizarding stuff is not really my favorite thing. I kind of find it just to be a tad bit boring. I prefer like hero games, action games, like DC comic stuff or Legend of Zelda, or like, I mean, I haven't played GTA, but Red Dead 2 is the closest thing, and my dad let me get it whenever I was 17, I think. But it's more like my thing is like open world games, like fun combat games.
You would love Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
I probably would.
Because it is open world and
And combat.
yeah.
Okay, well that.
Literally that.
I think I've actually seen something where someone did. I think it was the whole Avada Kedavra. How do you pronounce that?
Avada Kedavra?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Avada
the killing
Kedavra,
curse.
and literally blew someone up.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
That.
It's actually, so the game takes into account your decisions. So if you choose to use bad curses more often, or if you use to push someone in Hogwarts,
Your actions affect the
your
game?
actions, people will start
Ooh.
scowling at you and like very negative reactions.
That's crazy.
Or if you like choose the positive route, like you're like, I'm just here to save people and, you know,
Okay.
help
Correct.
save Gringotts, you know?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but can you also choose the level when you're playing? Like, if you want to have a combat heavy round versus if you don't want it to be as like fighting based?
Yes, sort of. So you can change what spells you use. You only get to use like 4, and then you switch out like every time that you want to change your spell. But as you play, you can level them up and like make them have more impact or less impact.
Okay.
And there's like around like 50 on the list
Yeah.
that you could choose from. Yeah.
And it's just beautiful. Like I appreciate the layout of the game, and you can customize your character, change their outfits. They can ride a broom. They can ride different creatures, like very cool things. You fight a lot of tarantulas. That's something that and then if you have like arachnophobia, you can change them, and they'll put like, it's like this little robotic spider with what is it called? Like little shoes on them. And it's hilarious. Like, so you're not afraid of it. So sometimes I just go in and out of those if I want. I don't have arachnophobia. I hate
it's
spiders,
just funny.
but yeah, it's just funny.
Okay.
I do. So whenever a game has an arachnophobia setting, I'm like all up on that because I don't like spiders at all.
I don't like
You need to
snakes.
check it out if you haven't.
Yeah, I haven't checked it out yet, but I will.
It is so funny. No, I love that game, and I just beat it.
Oh, when?
Like last week.
Oh.
But here's the thing. I am at like level 32, but people like don't beat the game until like way later in that, because you have to do a lot of like side quests and things like that.
For you.
But I'm just like, I want to get the main point done. I did that with Disney Dreamlight Valley too. Cindy's so good and so patient about playing games and like, you know, trusting the process. I'm not.
Well,
I'm like, let's get it done. Yeah.
Well, Disney Dreamlight Valley and Stardew Valley are all those games where you just sit down and just relax. It's also like Animal Crossing. We talked about that earlier. Other than, Animal Crossing does real time, like time data thingy, like the whole like day by day. Does Disney do that?
Disney Dreamlight Valley mirrors what's going on in real life. So if I log on at night and it's dark outside, it's dark in the game.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can change that setting too. Like if you're
you can. Because it's been frustrating because there's times where a quest is like, oh, at night you have to find this fish and you can only get them at night. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't have time to play at night. I play like on the weekends a lot of the time. So, it's like woven into the game a little bit with the real life aspect.
Okay.
I love when games do that just because it adds a level of immersion to it. But I can see why they would not have you like save when you're sleeping in a game like that.
But you don't sleep at all in that game.
No.
You lucky.
Yeah. You have an energy bar that you have to like. You can't really do anything until you hit. It'll make you eat something or recharge by going into your house or by sitting down. And then you can also power up extra if you eat certain meals. So then it helps you like speed run throughout the game.
Well, Graveyard Keeper can let you do that, but the only way you can save the game is by going the fuck to bed. I hate it. I hate it. It's so annoying, but it's such like that's actually really nice with the whole energy bar. Because Graveyard Keeper does have an energy bar, and you can replenish with eating and drinking. But I mean, Stardew Valley has that whole like you gotta be in your room by like 2 a.m. or you pass out. Graveyard Keeper doesn't have that. You can literally pull all-nighters.
Yeah, it's a little. I wouldn't call it open world, but it is very open in the sense of like sometimes I'll go on just to see what's in the premium shop, and I'm like, okay, I'm done for today, or oh, let me just like build this one really quick thing. Okay, I'm done for today. I'll do one challenge. Okay, I'm done for today. Yeah. I could play it throughout the night. Like you never have to stop. You never have to rest. You just keep going.
Yeah, no, that's a nice little gimmick. That's good. I like that. I like that type of gimmick. That's so funny. Where would you be able to play Dreamlight Valley? I'm just curious.
Everywhere. So it's kind of funny because I started it on PlayStation because it was on Game Pass for free. And then I got Keely into it because Keely's a big Disney fan. Yeah. And she loves Belle from Beauty and the Beast. And I was like, she's in the game. Just try it.
She's the cover photo of the game. That's why I downloaded it.
And so I think Keely was playing it on Xbox as well. Then Keely decided to get a Switch. And so she bought the game on the Switch as well. Okay. And so then whenever I got the Switch, I also bought the game on Switch as well. So we own it on 2 different platforms, and we both can play. Like, I won't play it on Switch on the TV. I only play it on Switch handheld, and then I'll play it on the TV with Xbox.
And the crossplay on that is pretty clear. Like, there's a cloud save.
About the crossplay.
Yeah, it's a cloud save, but you have to make sure that you cloud save in your game, or you will lose like however long. Okay. And then you can play on PC. Like it's all interchangeable.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Now that makes a little bit more sense. Okay, all right, I got you. Because I was thinking, I'm like, I've heard of this game before. I'm not sure if I found it in a lot of places, but I think I have found it at like a GameStop. Never really thought to get it because I never really thought to play a Disney game.
It is just so peaceful. Yeah. Like if you have like a really long day and you just want to like do something silly like decorate a room, like you can, and that's fun.
That's good.
The main storyline, which Keely and I have both beaten for a long time ago, you keep going and all the DLCs have their own storylines as well, but the main storyline actually can get a little emotional. There's like a trigger warning when you get into one section. They talk about some like really heavy topics, but like in a tasteful way. That's great. So it's a relaxing game, but then there's also like one section where you're like,
it's not relaxing anymore.
Yeah, it's like maybe they're like maybe don't play this if you're like depressed.
Yeah. But I am depressed and I did it.
I think we all are at this point. I literally
I'm drinking Depresso right now. Just kidding.
Girl, you're so pretty.
One of the things I'm curious about is like how you both like figured out like, or how you both like discovered your games like Hogwarts Legacy and Dreamlight Valley, and like what your first experiences were with the games, and like what like made you stick with them.
Ooh, for me, I had actually I'd never done video games growing up, and whenever I met Angelo, he was always gaming and I was doing my hobbies, and he was like, oh, there's this game, it's called It Takes Two. So we kind of started playing that, and then we played some co-op games. And I'm like, this is kind of fun. And there were times where, like, I wanted to play, and he's like, I don't really want to play right now. And I'm like, I want to play a game. And so he's like, we need to find you a game. And we happened to be visiting my parents in New York, and my sister was there. And she was like, Cindy, you would love Disney Dreamlight Valley. So it was really my sister who got it downloaded. And she's a huge gamer. She's a bigger gamer than Angelo.
Damn, that says a lot.
Yeah, you guys should have her on here. She is someone who, like, repeats playing games over and over again, even if she's beat them. She's like a legend at Dark Souls games. She plays a lot of she loves games like Resident Evil.
Oh, that's so good. We need to do a Halloween themed Resident Evil episode.
She loves horror games.
Yeah.
So I've seen her play. She plays games that Angelo refuses to play because she says that they're so hard that they're not even fun. But anyway, I digress. She is the one who was like, you should download this. She downloaded it for me. So I had it, and I hadn't really spent any time on it. And I was homesick alone with the flu. I was homesick for like a couple of days. I was like, well, I can't read because my head is like throbbing and I can't focus. I don't have the patience to just watch a TV show. Like, I need to do something. So it's like, let me start this game. So I'm sick. I have the flu. I end up playing it 5 days straight, and that was it. I was hooked.
Damn.
Yeah.
Disney Dreamlight Valley got you through the flu.
Yeah.
Damn.
And my thought is, I love, again, decorating is my favorite part. So I spent moonstones to get like different house skins. So I have like a whole Pixie Hollow fairy village. Like, I have a house that's an acorn, a house that's like a broken teapot that looks like a little fairy village. And my thought is, like, I'm not playing any game. I'm not spending money on buying new games. It's just this one. So every once in a while, I'll like throw some money in there and have some fun.
Every once in a while is like once a week.
Well, you know what? That makes sense. That's so funny.
It's a really fun game.
But that's good. It sounds like really calming enough for me to play without getting pissed off at my computer. And like, literally, he can attest to me getting pissed off by the game we talked about last week. It was so funny.
But Keely, how did you get into playing?
How'd you get into Dreamlight Valley?
All of it? Hogwarts,
both.
Dreamlight?
Both.
Well, I will tell you, I was a big gamer growing up. I had like everything. I had PlayStations, Wiis, Nintendos, GameCubes. Like, I had everything played with my brother, played with my sister. I was a Call of Duty person once.
Girl.
I think that's so funny. Like, looking back at it now, I'm like, what was I doing? Or like Black Ops, like, who am I? And now I'm talking about Wizards and Disney. And I was a big Sims player. Like, Sims was my lifeline. I would spend too many hours, like, draining my eyes out. And then Guitar Hero. Oh my God. Get me on a Guitar Hero right now. So I loved it. And then whenever I got into college, I kind of strayed away from it because I just didn't have anything when I was in school. And so I started, I was just like, oh, forget about it. I play games on my phone. Like, that's stuff like I'll do. Yeah. And then I started dating my partner, Matt. And he's big into Xbox. He plays like Red Dead. He plays, he's playing some weird one. What was the one he's showing us now? I don't know. It's weird. It looks like Stardew Valley though, and like a mix of Dreamlight. I don't know. I don't know. I'll tell you later.
Coral Island?
It's not Coral Island.
Okay.
It's something else.
I know there's one.
It's new. It's like not even fully developed.
Yeah, I can't think of the name right now, but I think I know. It's like Fields of something. I don't.
Oh,
yeah.
I feel like you're right there.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but
Hey everyone, just a little editor's note here. The game that Keely was talking about is called Fields of Mystria, and it is, I think, still in development as from what I see here.
Anyway, he's a big gamer, and he has an Xbox. So I was like, what is this? We were hanging out one time, and I saw Belle on the screen, and I was like, I'm gonna download that. And then I never touched it. And then Cindy was like, Keely, you gotta get this game. You're gonna love it. And I was like, wait, I downloaded that like so long ago. And then for Christmas, Matt gave me Hogwarts Legacy. He knows I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and he's like, this could be really fun for us to play over the winter break and, try that. And so we got into it. I was playing it like disgustingly long. It was like from start of my day to end of my day, especially over the break, because what else better to do with your time than to play games over break?
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it. I love the music. I love the just like the walking through Hogwarts, being a part of my Hufflepuff community. Like, there's just so cute.
What house are you?
I'm definitely a Hufflepuff. It's kind of disgusting.
I could see that. You were definitely giving off Hufflepuff energy.
Thank you.
Even though I might not be as big into Harry Potter, I do sort of slightly know the houses like a little bit.
What's your house?
I have no idea, honestly. I think I was like a Ravenclaw.
That's nice. I could see you as a Ravenclaw. Yeah.
Michael, what's yours?
Yeah.
I'm also a Hufflepuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cindy.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I'm a Gryffindor.
Girl, honestly, you better work with it. Honestly, your outfit is literally giving Gryffindor. Like, girl.
Thank you. I like want to be a Ravenclaw, but or like low-key, I have a lot of like Ravenclaw traits and things that I like, but no. Pottermore told me I'm Gryffindor, so I embrace it.
Gotcha. Wait, Pottermore?
That's where you get your sorting.
Oh, that's the website. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like the official quiz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
That's the one that links to the game as well.
Yeah. I got you. Okay. So, let's sort of move on to Baldur's Gate 3 and Hitman.
Okay.
So, a little bit of a flex, but I was so close to meeting a couple of Baldur's Gate 3 actors. That one guy who plays that really sexy white-haired motherfucker. Yeah. I don't remember his name. Yeah. But I almost met him at a Comic-Con, and honestly, he is sexy in real life, because I saw him. I'm like, damn, all right.
Pull up a picture.
I got you.
I can't think of his name.
Name is Neil Newborn.
Neil Newborn. Newborn or Newborn? Newborn. Neil Newborn. But yeah, Astarion is a big
cute.
He's a big hit with the fan base. But yeah, continue with what you were saying.
There was a YouTuber of mine who played Baldur's Gate 3, and she is a massive fan of his character, and she'll play Legend of Zelda, like funny moments, and Skyrim funny moments, and Baldur's Gate 3 was one of them. And there was a moment where she finally meets the character, and she had to change her save name, like her save whatever, and it says, "God's my husband, don't fuck it up." It was so funny. But she was messing around with her character customization, and she literally she found it was like a org, and she literally was like, "Oh my god, that's me!" And I'm like, "Girl, it's so funny." But I'll have to send you that video because it's actually really funny.
So yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. Have either of you heard of it before?
No.
Okay, so it's like D&D, but it's kind of an open world thing, and it's turn-based combat where basically combat goes from one character to the next to the next to the next, and it just after it goes through everyone, it resets. So just typical D&D style. You can create your own character, create your own choose your own class, your own race and all that. I feel like you'd hate it, Cindy, because I know you told me that story about when you played D&D and you wanted to be a fairy.
Yes, me and Keely are actually very familiar with D&D. I've played before, and we both went and saw the Dungeons and Dragons off-Broadway show in New York, which is where they...
There's a Dungeons and Dragons off-Broadway show?
Mm-hmm. They basically play... I mean, it's somewhat scripted. The storyline is scripted, but they're essentially playing the game in front of you, and every audience member has, one person that they fall under, and your phone, you're making contributions to the story and helping them pick what to do, and it was really cool. But so yes, we're familiar, so I feel like I might like that. But yeah, when I played D&D, I played in college with some friends. They're like, okay, Cindy, do you want to be like an ogre or elf or what? And I was like, can I be a fairy? They're like, no, that's not an option. And I was like, well, why isn't it
why?
And they're like, that's just not one of the categories. I was like, this whole game is made up, just make it a category. And they're like, no, just pick. So I picked something, and then throughout the game when they were making decisions, I was like, you know what, my decision is to drink this potion that turns me into a fairy. And I rolled like a high number, and so they're like, fine, you're a fairy. And I'm like, thank you. Was that so hard? Like, this whole game is made up. Just let me have wings and fly around.
They can they make their own stories. Like, the dungeon masters make their own story. So I don't know why they wouldn't have this thought to put a fairy as
to play devil's advocate. I think it would be just like stat blocks, like health and like attacks and all that, because there's not really a preset for like a fairy class. At least no, I don't think there's one in the current version. I don't know about older versions, but a lot of the times DMs will be hesitant to like run something that they don't know the stat blocks for, just because they're afraid to like ruin the immersion of the story. But
I get that, but I also will be a fairy. I'm pretty good at getting what I want, so
that's fair.
I'll figure it out.
But yeah, so Baldur's Gate 3 is a D&D based game. It's not like you're looking top down, basically. And you could also change that to where you're like looking kind of like top diagonally down or whatever. Like, but the story is really interesting. You get abducted by this mind flayer ship, and you get like a little like parasite like behind your eye. Like, it literally the beginning cutscene of the game shows a mind flayer literally putting a worm in your eye.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
It's kind of gross a little bit, but you don't see it. It just like it covers the camera. So like but the implication is there. And then you're basically like under control of a cult called the Absolute, where they all have these worms in their heads. And eventually these worms are going to turn them into mind flayers, which are like the squid looking monsters from D&D.
Can the worms turn them into fairies?
I don't think so. I don't even know if there are fairies in the game. There are pixies, but not fairies. I don't know how different they are.
They're both,
eye roll. I'm sorry.
they're both categorized under fae, so they're pretty.
Okay.
They're different but similar.
Okay. Yeah. So
You're so good at getting what you want. Girl, you literally have like a crowd going.
Yeah. So you get abducted. You get this parasite behind your eyes, but there's like some sort of interference with like the parasite and the Absolute that's going on, but you don't figure out until much later that it's a character's shadow heart with like a relic, inside the relic, you don't find this out until later in the game, but there's like
spoiler alert.
Do y'all care about spoilers?
No.
Yeah, I was about to say this entire podcast has spoiler alerts. So
yeah. So inside the relic is like the astral plane, which is like a different like little dimension. It's like a kind of pocket dimension, but not quite. But they're the Githyanki king. The Githyanki are like a race of like lizard people and all that.
Of course.
Their king Orpheus is like in there, just enslaved by the mind flayers. And he's the one that's like protecting our group from being turned into like the cultists, or being turned into following the Absolute, because the Absolute's goal is to like assemble an army to take over the world.
That's giving Taylor Swift Swifties cult vibe. Are you guys a Swiftie?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cindy is.
Okay, so there's something I'm going to show you after recording, because I think you're going to like it, and you're also going to be pissed off at me. I have a feeling that you're going to like it, but you're going to be like,
what a great setup.
So yeah.
But yeah,
Right.
so like I said, in the Prism is their King Orpheus, who you can either choose to free later in the game, or you can choose to kill him, because there's a character who visits you as your dream guardian. He's called the Emperor, and he's also a mind flayer, but he's like a quote good mind flayer, but it's morally questionable.
I'd free him.
Yeah.
You?
Nah.
So you get like this whole like backstory thing about the Emperor and like how he was Baldur, and like because Baldur's Gate, he built the gate, but he got turned into a mind flayer. And because one thing you should know about mind flayers is that they don't have souls, so they kind of like just absorb the personality and like mimic the personality of the person they like transformed from. So they don't really like have a soul, so they kind of don't, they're kind of like faking it in a sense.
Oh, just like you.
Yeah. Thank you.
I saw an opening. I had to take it.
All good.
Damn, that is a read.
But yeah, long story short, like after you get, because the mind flayer ship, which is called a nautiloid, is being chased by Githyanki dragons, and it crashes into like these cliffs, and like you crash onto like the starting area, and you basically, that's where you meet the whole party, like Astarion, Lae'zel, Shadowheart, Gale. Gale's like my favorite character because his intro, his hand is like sticking out of a rock coming through a portal, and
I saw the clip of that on the YouTube.
and you can like go up to the hand and he'll be like, hello, a hand?
A hand? Anyone?
And one of my favorite options,
you have the option to high five it, right?
I was just about to say that. One of my favorite options is that you could high five the hands coming out. And then he's like, I should have clarified a little bit.
Ow. Perhaps I should have clarified? A helping hand? Anyone?
And then you can like pull him out, or you can just like leave him in the rock to like lose him for the playthrough. But he's a really funny character. There's so much comedy in this game. And I'm jumping around so much because there's just so much like with this game. But like the main story is you're trying to free yourself of this worm, of the Absolute. And there's like, I think 12 or 13 different endings to this game.
So you could play it over and over again.
Yeah. Especially with like the different classes, different like races and all that. Especially you could play as an origin character, so you could play as like Astarion, you could play as Shadowheart, like one of the party members. You could also play as a character called the Dark Urge, and they have a more evil backstory. Where
have you played as the Dark Urge?
Yes. And
I knew it.
You can. You're basically a child of Baal, one of the like gods of murder.
Cindy, you would like that. That'd be good. That'd be good for her to play.
Hey, I'm the one who saved King Orpheus.
That is true.
You guys love roasting the shit out of each other, don't you?
Like
It's all in good fun.
Like Angelo said, it would be a good idea to have them on together.
Oh yes, yes.
We've talked about the two of us having a podcast for a long time, just because we yap and we think we're funny. So we're
Honestly,
like, maybe other people
do
would too.
it.
But
Yeah, Angelo could like show you.
Yeah.
Like since he runs the podcasting class.
Yeah, literally. If you need a podcast from him, just talk to him.
I think what we want is we don't want to do any work. We just want to show up and yap, and then have someone else do all the work.
Well, that's so funny. I'm working with a couple of friends in their podcast. It's a hockey podcast called Have a Shift Day. Yes, that's their actual name. And I got hired to be their editor. And like I'm majoring in multimedia with a focus of visual communication. I want to be a video editor whenever I graduate, even though I already have an associate's degree in IT.
Awesome.
Yeah, we both transferred from the same schools.
Oh, so you two have known each other for pre-Point Park era. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I want to be a video editor, and editing this podcast is a start. So if you need an editor, and if I don't have a busy schedule, let me know.
Yeah. What would our podcast even be about? Reality TV, Dancing with the Stars.
Cats.
Ooh, cats?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
could talk about
we love
cats for a
cats.
while.
That's so real.
Are we talking about Cats the musical or just cats in general?
Oh, I could
Cats
talk
in
about
general.
Cats
Okay,
the
good.
musical though. That's my stuff.
That-
Rum Tum Tugger, okay?
Girl, what the
He's the
hell?
best. He
We're
sings
also
the
big
best.
into musicals, so
Yeah.
I
all
mean,
the above.
Well, I mean, if you literally just do like a whole like yap with, about like reality TV, like Big Brother, Dancing with the Stars, Survivor,
Traitors.
Traitors.
That's my favorite one right now.
That's a really good show. They're coming out with the 4th season.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Early next year.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've been watching Big Brother. I can be a guest and talk about Big Brother and how pissed off I am at it. It's getting sad. But you could also like talk about musicals. Like my mom and my brother actually went to New York to go see Death Becomes Her and The Outsiders.
I want to see that so bad.
Sorry,
not to derail your podcast.
Oh, you're
no, it's
good.
cool. It's cool.
This
but
gets
like,
derailed all the time.
oh, absolutely, all the time. But no, you can really like yap about girls being girls or something like that or whatever. You could just honestly do whatever you want. So, but no, talk to your partner. He will probably have a 15-week course for you. All right.
Where were we?
So yeah. So
You were telling us about deworming your eye.
yeah,
Okay.
escaping the Stranger Things look like
Oh
mind
yeah.
flayer.
So you
Yeah.
escape the Nautiloid and like you meet the party characters.
You fight all the dark urges.
Oh yeah, the Dark Urge. Yeah, it's a more evil playthrough. And the thing with that is that like you kind of don't remember your past. So like there you get these urges, these dark urges, if you will, where you can just like black out in the game and like you because there's a choice with Gale, like I mentioned earlier. If you're playing as a Dark Urge, there's a choice to like imagine chopping his arm off. The game gets pretty like screwed up. But then you come back and realize you actually did chop his arm off, and like you actually have his arm, or no, his hand actually, but you have his hand, which loses him forever in the game. But you just get these unique darker options when playing as a Dark Urge, and that's what I've been sticking with in the playthrough, because it all culminates because that unlocks like 2 other endings, or like 2 to 5 other endings actually. But yeah, as you're going through like the starting area, you meet all the characters. You go to the Tieflings camp. You can choose to either save the Tieflings or side with the Druids and help them complete their ritual, which both have big consequences for the story. This story is divided into acts. So there's Act 1 in the starting area. Act 1 ends after the mountain pass, and like the mountain pass is optional, but you can either after you like go through the whole starting area and like the whole story there, you can either go to the mountain pass and go to the Githyanki Kresh, which is like their castle, or you can go to the Underdark, which is like an underground forge with like gnomes and like drow and all that. And after you go through one of those, after you complete one of those areas, you go Act 2, which is in the Shadowlands, which is like a shadow cursed land that was just recently shadow cursed. And you can meet a character in Act 1 called Halsin, where if you free him, he can help you cure it, but if you don't free him, it's like, okay. Not my favorite character, but a lot of people love him. And then you go Act 3, you go into Baldur's Gate, the town, where you meet like Orin, you meet Gortash, Ketheric Thorm. Ketheric Thorm is my favorite villain because he is immortal, but only because he is being powered from this thing called the Night Song. The Night Song is, I don't want to say human, but humanoid. who's basically, she's just trapped in this sphere by the demon Balthazar, and she is fueling Ketherick's immortality because she herself is like a very powerful being. I forget what it is, what her actual like race is, but she has wings. So she's an Acer. An Ace? No, not an Acer. Aasimar. But yeah, you can choose to free her or kill her, which that impacts Shadowheart because Shadowheart worships Shar, the goddess of the dark. But you can also turn Shadowheart into a Selûnite, and Selûne, she's the goddess of light. So there's a lot of dynamic in this game. I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm gonna like.
Well, I have a question for you. How did you get into this? Like, do you like D&D, so that's why you're like, I'm gonna try it, or like, what was your process?
Yeah, I like D&D. Okay. And I saw the trailer for this when it was starting to come out, and I haven't played the first 2 games because they're like pixelated and all that. But I saw the trailer and I was like, I gotta get that. It actually kind of started a while back because one of my other friends, she would play Divinity Original Sin, which is kind of like a tame version of Baldur's Gate. But I saw her playing that and I was like, wow, that looks actually really fun. And then I saw Baldur's Gate coming out and it seems like more my type of like grotesque, like humor, like gore. And then I paid the $70 to get it. It's a huge game. Yeah,
That's
it's
a lot.
it's like 137 gigabytes. But yeah, and then I started to play through, fell in love with it, and then realized how many options you can like do in your playthrough. Because I think I started out as a rogue, like a little sneaky character. But then yeah, and then it just culminated into like me just replaying it over and over, and then like discovering all these different endings.
That's really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like you would actually like it, Cindy, because you do like D&D. It, like I said, it is a bit gory, but the humor is there. There's this one scene in particular with Astarion where if you choose to like take the Light of Lathander, which is like a mace in the game, in the Githyanki Kresh, I had to pull my mic away for this, but you can choose to have him like die under the rubble in the game, but then you go back to your camp. There's this character named Withers who you free in the beginning of the game. He's like a skeleton, but he's actually the old god Jurgle, who's the god of scribes, but it's not explicitly mentioned, but it's hinted to. And you could like pay Withers to bring Astarion back, and if you do that, Astarion will come back to camp, and then Astarion, he's like, oh well, fancy you bring me back after what happens, or whatever he says. And then you have different dialogue choices, and I think one of them is well, hey, you're back now, so let's not dwell on the past. And he's like I can't remember the line. He's like, oh, well, that's fancy you say that, because I was crushed with somewhere between a nice summer's day and the full concentrated power of the sun.
What in the sweet hells were you thinking? Activating that lot? I was right there! Gods! Well, apparently there's a limit. Somewhere between a nice summer's day and the full concentrated power of the sun!
Oh, I think I did see that.
Yeah, he says it like that.
Yeah.
And it's so funny.
He's was so pissed off, apparently.
Yeah. But then he calms down. But like, it's like he forgets about it. But yeah, the game has just so much subtle humor and like those moments. And one more that I'm going to mention before we like go to Brie's game, or whatever. When you're in the Shadow Cursed land, in the Underdark, you can, there's this character, not Wolbrin, I don't forget his name. There's this character you have to free from like a field of like explosive mushrooms, and you can do that in like multiple ways. You can either use the Misty Step spell, or you can like use whatever. But if you trigger the mushrooms, a cutscene goes to him and he's like blibba bang, because that's what they are called, and then he just explodes after he says that, and it's so funny.
I do feel like I'd be into it because I love fantasy things, and I'm not the biggest fan of gory, but I love horror. I do play a couple horror games, so
Okay.
so
Yeah.
I'd be down.
What may I ask? At least like one. What's one horror game that you play?
I love choose your own adventure horror games, so
Like Until Dawn?
Until Dawn, The Quarry might be my favorite, and the whole anthology series.
We talked about
Yeah.
Until Dawn in our revival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie.
I also
I
talked about
know,
movies.
right?
I liked the movie if it was like a standalone, but it just had nothing to.
Nothing to do with the only thing that like correlated it with the game is apparently at the ending where he
The psychologist at the end.
The psychologist, but also apparently there was like screens that one of them was like the main screen from the game, like of the house. On the
Yeah,
hill.
yeah, I did see that.
That's it. That's it.
And the Wendigos, but yeah.
But that's it. That's it. There's nothing else.
We also talked about, during that episode, we talked about Man of Medan and the Dark Pictures anthology series. I really love that series. I have only played Man of Medan so far, but I want to get into Little Hope next because that's the second game in the anthology.
There's 4 games in the anthology, but those games, like the anthology and Until Dawn, were made by the same company. So.
Yeah, I've played almost all of the anthology. We're halfway through Man of Medan, so that's the
Okay.
only one I have to finish. So
Yeah, that's
Damn, girl. Damn.
that's. I think the anthology, like, you can choose to play it in order or like out of order, and Man of Medan, since that like is the first one of the anthology, I like played that first. And the curate. Do you play the theatrical version or the curator's cut?
I don't know the difference.
Okay, so the curator's cut has this character called the curator who like pops in like.
Oh, like in
after-
between every like
Yeah.
almost chapter, the
Yeah.
guy with the white hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll come in and like
He's the nicer version of Dr. Hill. Dr. Hill, I want to fucking punch in the face. I hate him. Hate him.
But then the theatrical version, theatrical cut, it has everything in order that it happens, and like you play the flashbacks first, and then you play the main events like leading up to the end. So everything is in order in the theatrical version.
Okay. Yeah, I played The Devil Within
Okay.
first.
I've seen the kills for that one. That one's cool.
Yeah, I played it with my sister actually. I wasn't the one playing. I was just what we do
You're
is
just watching.
Yeah, my sister or Angelo have the remote and actually play, and I make the decision. So
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, and I'm a huge fan of. This is such like a niche micro interest, but I love Devil in a White City. So, H.H. Holmes and the murder hotel that happened at the Chicago World Fair. So that's kind of what the Devil Within or the Devil in Me.
Devil
I
in
think
Me.
Devil in Me.
I think Devil Within.
I think Devil in Me.
There's like another game of a similar.
There's
title.
There's Man of Medan, Little Hope, Devil Within or Devil in Me, and then there's House of Ash.
House of Ash is the one in like it's like in the Middle East, right, where they fall through.
I think so.
The ruins, yeah.
I think so. I think that's the last one of the anthology, so I'm gonna save that for last. But yeah, I think Bree's
Devil in Me.
Devil in Me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I think you would also love this game. It's a choice effect game. It's a non-horror game. Detroit Become Human.
Never heard of it.
It is so good. You will cry. You have 3 characters. Connor, Marcus, and Kara, thank you. I almost met the Kara voice actress, who also was in The Boys, Valerie Curry. But like it's like a choice affects how the game ends. But 3 characters that you're playing are androids. Like they're in this world in Detroit, Michigan in the future, and it's so good. Like I cry, and I don't cry a lot, and I cry to this game.
Yeah, as the title says, it's basically about you can make them realize how human they could be.
Yeah.
As androids.
I see.
And break the whole like being an android thing, and
because there's a lot of segregation in the game between androids and humans.
Yes.
So you can like break that, or you can like embrace it like in the game.
Yeah, sci-fi isn't my favorite genre. Recently we played Split Fiction, which is from the same developer.
Okay.
It Takes Two. And that one's really interesting because you're basically going back and forth between two writers and their like stories, and one is all like sci-fi in the future in spaceships, and one is all like fantasy and dragons. And so like I loved that part, but the sci-fi stuff I was like, let's wrap this up.
Have you played A Way Out yet?
No, that is on our list. That's the same developer with the two people breaking out of prison, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They made a cameo in Split Fiction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the elephant from It Takes Two also had a cameo in Split
Okay.
Fiction.
Okay.
So, have you gotten to the elephant yet?
I am at the elephant. I haven't done it yet. Yeah.
Good luck.
That's what I hear. Everyone tells me that.
You're like, good luck, and don't fuck it up. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race. I've been watching a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race. I tend to quote that moment right then and there.
I love it.
All the time. Okay. Do we want to go into Hitman now?
We can.
Okay, cool. So, Hitman is basically in the name. But you are a clone who has like about 46 other clones, but they all die. Womp womp. And there's about, I believe, 8 games in the main franchise, and there's probably about 3 or 4, maybe 5 spin-off games. But the ones that I preferably like to play is the final 3: Hitman 2016, Hitman 2 2018, and Hitman 3 2021. Now, they have the ragdoll physics, and if you know what I mean, then you know what I mean. Basically, if you blow someone up, their arms and legs are gonna go flying and just like go like across the room.
Their body flails, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
And it is the funniest thing ever, because they occasionally might get clipped through the wall and just start like spazzing in the wall, and I'm like, that is the funniest thing ever. But these kills are creative. You can blow someone up, you can shoot them. There is like blood, but there's barely any gore. You can have an exploding golf ball and as they are ready to swing the golf club to the ball, and as they make contact, boom. There are times where NPCs will kill your target, just out of like pure hatred or pure spite or whatever. Like, as long as you provoke them in the way that like you don't get yourself made, it's so funny. Like, I've seen people like have like 5-minute runs because all that they do is just go up to like a sniping position and just start like shooting everyone.
There's also a briefcase in the game that you can like, or in one of the games that you can just like
it's all of them.
There's a briefcase you could like throw at somebody, and then like it moves like really slow through the air, so like it's just like spiraling in the air very slowly, just chasing after someone very slowly. But it's so funny to see.
It's so dumb too. Like these the different, like I've seen montages of people having like classical music in the background and just having different things like blowing up, people pushing this one target like off a bridge and like onto oncoming traffic. There was a level where there's like a race going on, and you can kill the 2 targets for the price of 1. You just shove the one guy off the bridge, and his daughter is literally like in the race, so they'll have like a mass like crash and killing like both of them. And I'm like, well, there's that. There's also what else? There's so many, honestly. There's so many. There's like a lot of them is like pushing people off a high porch. There's also there's again just a lot of pushing, honestly. There's pushing a statue, crushing people. There is pushing them off of a bridge, having a hippo eat them.
It's a game all about creative ways to
it's
kill
a game
target.
about creative ways to kill someone. It's so dumb.
It sounds really great for like especially developing minds and
yeah. I know, right?
I know the only game I ever played of the Hitman series was Hitman Absolution.
That's one before the 2016 one.
Yeah, I don't remember much from it, but I liked it.
I don't think it's as creative as the other 3.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's not. But I mean, you get to like put on different guys' clothes, specifically guys, not girls, for some reason. But you also like, so your guy is probably the most out there type of person. He is bald, clean shaven, with a barcode tattoo on the back of his head. It's so weird, but the storyline actually isn't horrible, because it branches into the 3 more modern games. Because I think the first, 5. Yeah, 5. I think they all have their own like story that correlates with every one of them, but I don't think the last 3 have actually like a story.
So have you played all the games?
Not all of them. I've only played Hitman 1, 2, and 3 from 2016 to now. And I sadly only completed. Nope. Scratch that. I didn't really complete them. Well, I probably might want to work on that. Thank goodness I'm going home this weekend so I can get on my PS5. I actually wasn't supposed to go home this weekend, but I am. The only times I go home for like a weekend is like if I have an event to go to. Like last weekend I went to visit my brother at Kent, Ohio. This weekend I'm getting paid to work a volleyball game at RMU. Next weekend I have a 12 Pilots concert I'm going to.
Fun.
So yeah.
Did you tell Angelo he goes to Kent?
No.
That's where he went.
Really?
He would have freaked out. Yeah.
Man, I should have told him.
He loves Kent.
Oh my goodness. My brother's in the fashion design major, so I'm not sure if Angelo would like
know
that.
much about that, probably.
No,
not.
probably not. But I mean, there was a museum over in their fashion building, and there was a specific display that had Wicked costumes worn by Cynthia and Ariana. And I have pictures of it. And
we're big Wicked fans.
Yeah, I have pictures of it. I'll show you guys later.
November 21st.
For Wicked 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Last
Wicked
year
for
it came
good.
out on her birthday, so we went to dinner and then saw the movie on her birthday, and so we'll do it again this year.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cute. That's cute. In the first game, you get introduced as playing as 47. He never gets an actual name. His name is 47. And he meets his trainer, Diana. Now, once you get to Hitman 3, you're gonna learn that she's a bitch. And that she actually betrays him. Like as a handler. And so like they get together and 47 goes through some training before he gets hired as a hitman. And then you'll have like different missions that take you out to places in the world, and you have to kill at least 2 people. At most it could be 3. And you have to run around that entire map, and some of these maps are pretty big, and find the most creative ways to kill them. Like there's an explosive rubber duck that can like you can kill people by shocking them, by having like an exposed wire in a puddle of water and having like walk on it. Like it is actually really creative. Hitman 3, there's a woman you have to kill. It's just one girl, and you also have to pick up like this folder, but she has the most creative kills. It is actually kind of crazy. But they're like, these missions all connect to the final mission, and you in the end of Hitman 1, there's this one guy who I keep forgetting his name, but basically he betrayed the agency. It's called the ICA. The guy is going through like this important heart surgery, but whenever we realize like, hey, this guy is actually like a tool, like he played us all, we're gonna get a contract to kill him. So, and then there's also kind of creative ways to kill him as well. There's ones where you get in disguise as a surgeon, and you purposely mess up his surgery that ultimately kills him, or if you, because there's a replacement heart waiting for him. If you get rid of the heart and you end up like getting rid of it, ultimately you kill him without even touching him. Like you can, like, once he's on the operating table, you can look at him and kind of show him like who you are, and he'll realize, he's like, you killed me, and he'll just die on the table.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So whenever you're doing the killing, is it just set up based on where you're at? Like you have to use what's around you, or
Yes.
Okay. So like in the briefcase situation.
Yes.
Like the briefcase has to be around for you to be able to use that briefcase.
You can smuggle it in. You would just have to go to a specific room that would have it and then pick it up.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like you it wouldn't be on your person because it has to be smuggled in. You would just have to go to, like, there's this one, I think it looked like a town in Madrid. Like the briefcase was hidden in a room that looked like your apartment, but you didn't spawn in that apartment. You would spawn somewhere else. You have to like physically go up and go get it, and then grab whatever's in the briefcase, or just take the briefcase with you and just eat it. And like there's this one funny moment, and I think it's what he was talking about the whole briefcase. It is it's one of the DLCs in Hitman 2. And this one guy is at a resort, and he's in the jet ski, just going around in the ocean. And that's when you like aim and throw the briefcase. The briefcase just slowly just starts catching up to him, and then once he gets it, the jet ski blows.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's giving that, what's that movie with James McAvoy or McAvee?
I don't know. Hang on.
Who's
that guy?
James McAvoy, I think.
I've heard of him.
He's in Penelope. He plays the love interest.
Doesn't he play Professor X in like the young
Yes.
X-Men movies?
Wolverine, yeah.
That's him. Okay.
Yeah. So he's in this movie where he's like a trained assassin, essentially. Like he didn't know that he was, but his dad was, and then so it's in his blood. But he can like shoot a gun just like and go like that, and then it will go directly to that person. So is it like that, like with the briefcase? Like does it just like if I'm running in like a zigzag, the briefcase is gonna zigzag?
It's mainly with the game
I
physics.
have a video right here, actually.
Oh, it like follows him. I see.
Yeah,
so it's no matter what, it's going to end up hurting this person.
As long as the target system is there. Just
he said
exactly.
He got himself a jet ski. Look at that.
Yeah. He was zooming around and it just blows up.
Have you ever been in the ocean and a briefcase comes at you?
No.
Can you
I
imagine?
wish.
Can you imagine? You just look behind you, you see a briefcase just like
Following you?
it's not only is it following you, it's catching up to you.
You're like, what in the hell?
That's
It's
so crazy.
so dumb, but it's so funny. I mean, there's this one character that dies in a sauna if you like lock them in and then just blast it up. But yeah, you can
fun,
die.
Brie.
No, you can die in every which way imaginable.
This is like that show, 1,000 Ways to Die.
Yes.
Oh my god, I can go on about that show forever.
Same. I have a really morbid story I'll have to tell you.
Oh, okay.
But in Hitman 3, that's where the story really like starts to take place. Hitman 2 is like a filler, but Hitman 3 is towards the ending. They have not made a game after this. I doubt it if they will. So this is whenever Diana becomes a bitch. So you have other missions to take care of, and I forgot there's a part in Hitman 2 that actually is kind of important. So 47 growing up was like a kid and then got cloned and blah blah blah, but there is this one guy, I keep forgetting his name, I think his name is David, I think I'm wrong, who kind of had to remember have 47 remember like who he was. Like this guy was his friend, he helped free this guy, and that's whenever Hitman 3 starts. Like those two are working together, and you literally kill someone on the tallest building in the world. and it is so funny because you actually like what's that thing called? You fall from the sky. What is it?
Skydiving?
Skydiving.
Okay.
You skydive into the tallest building in the world, and you find ways to kill the people. There's a way that is, I think what everyone does is you lure the two guys out to like a penthouse room. You hide in it. Your friend pops up on the TV saying, "Hey assholes, meet my friend," and then you'll pop up and just have like a gun, just shoot them in the head. Yeah.
I think the important point that I think we forgot to mention, or Brie forgot to mention, is that like all the people you're killing are like very like corrupt, or like
they are
evil
either
people.
corrupt, or they are like drug dealers, or they have like a lot of money and they use it in the bad ways. But it's mainly like we don't kill the innocent, but you do have like a penalty if you end up killing someone that's not a target. But you'll get more points if you kill the right person, if you make it if you make it look like an accident, if you don't even do it yourself, you make the other NPCs do it. Especially with like make sure you're hidden from cameras, putting out disguises, mainly just that type of stuff. You'll get more points from that. There's like a ranking system that like if you get the highest rank, you'll be considered the silent assassin. Which isn't, you're not missing out on much about that, but like you'll get points taken off if you're caught on cameras, if you got made, or if you killed someone that's not your target. But yeah, that's sort of important. I keep forgetting people's names in the game, but I've played the game. I just can't remember their names for shit. I'm just on 3 hours of sleep.
I can never remember people's names in games, only Disney Dreamlight Valley, because they are literal characters.
Literal Disney characters. Like, you're fine.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
I can't do it otherwise.
I mean, Red Dead 2, I can remember because I completed that game like 3 times. Love it to death. I have the vinyl of the soundtrack of Red Dead 2.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think I told you this. I got a record player for my birthday.
Nice.
What do you like about it?
It's nice. I don't have a lot of vinyls, but I got it as a birthday gift from my now ex, and I honestly would still use it even though he broke up with me.
Did you mean the record player or Red Dead?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So whenever I have a 21 Pilots vinyl, a Taylor Swift 1989 Taylor's version vinyl. I have Sleep Token vinyl. My music is everywhere. And the Red Dead 2 soundtrack. Whenever I first played the Red Dead 2 soundtrack on the vinyl, I literally cried.
Aw.
Yeah.
I love that.
Like some of the songs make me actually cry. Like, that game is so emotional. It's such a game I need to talk about.
Yeah, like what's your real quick, like what's your favorite part of that game?
Oh my god, shut up. There's so many. Okay, so I guess being Arthur for starters, because Arthur is really hot.
Nice.
Because I want to meet the voice actor of him so badly. My friend did, and he got like autograph of him. I'm looking at him, I'm like, and but I guess it would be playing in, like, I think it would be chapter 4 where they're in the house and you finally get into this actual big city, because this is before Arthur gets tuberculosis, and that part makes me sad because he's like dying and blah blah blah.
This is after.
Nope, it's before. Yep, chapter 4 is before he gets tuberculosis.
What?
Yep.
I thought he got it in chapter 2.
No, well, no, that's whenever he starts like he talks to the guy who's collecting debt and he'll cough on him.
Okay.
But he doesn't get diagnosed until like the end of chapter 5 going into chapter 6. And then like I mean either he'll die of tuberculosis or Micah, who I hate, will kill Arthur. But I mean in the epilogue of that you play as John, and that's whenever Red Dead 1 will start. But no, I mean Red Dead 2 is so much fun, honestly. There's a couple of missions in chapter 4 that I hate because it kills off some of my favorite people. And like not a lot of people survive from Red Dead 2. Not a lot of people. And I mean Red Dead 1 kind of finishes the job with some of the characters as well. But it's such a good and emotional game, just like Detroit Become Human. But like Detroit Become Human really throws it out there about like segregation, about androids versus humans, and also that like now that we're in the world of AI, it kind of really puts it into perspective. But I love Red Dead 2 so much. I seriously need to just have an episode where we just talk about that. But no, so Hitman is not emotional at all. At all. I don't cry about that. I look at that and I look at some of the story and the cutscenes and I'm like, well, there's that. So I'm gonna get to the point where like Diana kind of betrays us. She injects us with some sort of poison and we wake up in a train. And we have to literally go to the front of the train to meet our main guy. I forgot his name. But yeah, I forgot his fucking name. Every time. But like he'll be like the mastermind of how you became 47 as the clone, and as someone who basically lost their memory, and you've just been pissed off that you, like, whenever you got your memory back, you finally understood what's going on. There's a moment where you can literally either shoot him in the head, give him he has like this needle of this drug that he used to erase 47's memory. Either, again, you can shoot him in the head, you can probably blow him up, you can just give him the drug and he would forget who he is. He would stop the train, he would walk away, and it would have like this nice little independent cutscene where 47 is by himself, and basically he's on his own. There's also the moment where, like, if you just want to be like continue being an agent, you can inject yourself, but it's not that great. I'd rather inject him and probably shoot him at the head. both times. But I mean, Hitman isn't as the storyline isn't bad. It's kind of just there, but mainly the fun is like the fun of the game is just like being someone that you're not, just being like making yourself feel like a robot, but you're not a robot. But also
brutally
mass murder.
murder. Mass
murder. Yeah, that with the ragdoll physics. I love the ragdoll physics so much. But there was a moment where you have like a cutscene type of kill where you like stab someone in the gut and they die. Apparently he clipped through the wall, he clipped through the floor, and it's so weird. He just clips through the floor, but you can actually also pick them up and hide the bodies. Like if you knock someone out, hide the body like closet and take their clothes. I don't know if they ever wake up, because I honestly have never seen them wake up. Mm-hmm. So even though they have like a little like buffering wheel on top of their head, having you let you know like they're knocked the fuck out. But I don't ever see them wake up, and I'm like, why? Are they supposed to wake up? But never happens. So I tend to occasionally just kill everyone. There's been videos of like a kill everyone challenge with only using a sword and like dressing up in the clown costume, like that one moment in Family Guy, if you've watched it.
Oh my god.
Don't remind me about our episode with your stupid ass Family Guy world.
Long story short, what she's talking about is we had an episode where we talked about Tomodachi Life on the
That would be a good
on
game you guys
3DS.
would love on Nintendo.
And on my world, I just had Family Guy characters just
Period.
created out of me's.
Period. No one else. Just Family Guy.
It was like one of our funniest episodes also. But
I lost my shit. I lost my shit. It was so funny. All right. I got a massive rundown on Dreamlight Valley. That is a very cute game. It's a very cutesy game that I think I would enjoy without having my dad's temper. My
Who's your
mom
favorite
mentioned-
Disney character?
Damn.
Or like Disney movie? We'll tell you if they're in the game.
Disney movie. Honestly, I don't know. I know damn well that this franchise is not on the game. Zombies.
Oh,
like the Disney Channel original movie with.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, these are all like cartoons.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
classic characters. So
like animated, yeah.
yeah, like the animated stuff. I guess, well, growing up, I was the tomboy in the family. I never played with the girl dolls. I played with the guy dolls. So whenever I had like Disney dolls, I played with the guy dolls. I guess like my favorite animated movie would probably be Sleeping Beauty.
There's
Is
Princess Aurora and Maleficent are in one of the DLCs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I don't think the guy's in there, is it?
No,
No.
not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. We have some
Okay.
princes. Prince Eric's in it.
The
Flynn
Beast.
Rider's in it. The Beast.
Okay. All right. Well, that's nice to know. What about Nemo? Is Nemo in it?
No, Nemo's not. But the game's always updating, so we're always getting new characters. We just got some
Okay.
characters from Inside Out.
Can you imagine if you catch Nemo while you're fishing?
Oh,
That
that'd
would
be triggering. That'd be traumatizing.
He's just flopping around.
You'd say, "Yay! Congratulations! You got Nemo! Just stuff him in your pocket." What?
Yeah, I don't know logistically how that would work, but we had like Ariel as a mermaid, and then you like get a challenge and she gets her legs. But
Okay.
Okay.
so she was swimming around for a while.
Same
Do you
like
get Ursula in
Ursula.
it too?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. So you get like most of the Disney villains.
You get
in it.
her as Vanessa as well.
yeah. You get a couple
Okay.
villains. You have Mother Gothel. We have Gaston's in it. Scar from The Lion King.
Ooh.
Girl. Okay.
I don't know if you
okay.
mentioned, but who's your favorite Disney character?
I love Tangled. So Rapunzel's in one of the DLCs. Flynn Rider's in a DLC, and then
What about Max the horse?
Max the Horse is actually the new DLC that was just announced that's dropping.
Okay,
he's in that.
it?
Yeah.
Amazing.
We're getting horses, and we're gonna get to like ride horses in the
Ooh,
next DLC.
That's
so.
fun.
I'm wondering if they're gonna incorporate like a Frozen element and have Sven be,
Oh, we
be
have-
rideable.
Oh, we have so we have Anna, Elsa, Kristoff, Olaf, and then I have a little baby Sven reindeer. You have like companions, like little animals that hang out with
Okay,
you. So I have a
okay.
little Sven.
Okay.
That hangs
That's
out with me.
cute. What about you?
What do you mean?
Favorite Disney movie characters?
Beauty and the Beast, 1000%.
You know what? I kind of
Yes.
forgot about that. We talked about
That's fine. It's fine. I just Beauty and the Beast is like my go-to. I think Prince Adam's the most beautiful prince in the world. That's the
Okay.
Beast.
Yeah.
Did you hear we're getting Lumiere and Cogsworth?
I will die. Like that.
We're
is-
getting them. That was announced.
Really?
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness, you're gonna lose your shit.
I'm excited.
I think I gotta start playing this game.
I think we
I
both
love
should
it.
start playing this game. How much is it?
I don't know.
I want to say. Why do I want to say like 49?
Well, you can buy it in packs. They have different like
Yeah.
bundles where you could get all the DLCs with it. But yeah, I highly recommend.
That's what I did, and I'm not. Cindy is so, like I said, so patient with playing the game and doing all the right things. Where I'm not. Like I'm like beep bopping all over the different expansion packs, and
It's
I'm.
$40.
It's what?
$40.
$40.
$39.99.
$39.99. Okay, I was like, I knew there was a 9 in there somewhere. But yeah, I love DDLV.
The bundles are more expensive. The storybook Veil bundle is $60. The Enchanted edition is $80. What?
Because that comes with the DLCs on top of the base game.
Okay. And that is all the time we have for today. So, I hope you guys had a great time.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.
It was great having you guys. Thank you for coming.
Thank you
honestly.
for joining us.
Yeah. Thank you for convincing us on to play Dreamlight Valley and convincing me to play Hogwarts or like Legacy.
Yay.
I might do a lot of Avada Kedavra, whatever the fuck.
Just say the killing curse.
Honestly, I'm about to say abracadabra.
Yeah. There you go.
yeah, exactly that. Sounds you guys are making. But no, again, thank you for being here. Honestly, it was such a pleasure to have you guys. I wish we had the duo of Angela and Cindy.
Maybe one day.
I'm sure if we plan another time to do this, we will definitely have you two on here.
If we do a FNAF episode, we gotta have Angela on again.
Yes, I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
It might be the Halloween theme. Like, I will literally come in costume if I have to.
We can talk about all our horror games that we play.
Yes, definitely. Like, honestly, I would offer to have 5 of us here, but there's only 4 mics. Okay, well, all
Keely
right.
and I can just share one. We'll just sit on top of each other. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah, it's normal for us. We do that every day.
But yeah, thank you both for joining us. It was really nice to have y'all on. And for our listeners, you can listen to us on Spotify and YouTube. And yeah, thank you for joining us in the hangar, and we'll see you next time.
All right, deuces.